designed to do a tutorial, but welcome back to another flight. Today we are going from Paris Charles de Gaulle, starting off from where we left off last week, and today we will be flying over to Ibiza. So here we are in Paris Charles de Gaulle. For those who don't know, this is ICAO code Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf, and yeah, this is a very, very beautiful scenery. There are a few issues with it, like how flat that is, and when you go down there you've got like a carpeted texture which needs sorting out, but I really like this. This is from the X-Plane forum, originally by TDG, and then it has been developed by someone else who's really made this look absolutely incredible. As you can see, there's absolutely nobody here. I think that might be a static aircraft, not an actual person. But yeah, there's also no ATC over here by the looks of it either. So all we're going to do is kind of jump in the cockpit, and we'll get into the air as soon as possible, really. Let's give this a go then, shall we? So here we are in the aircraft. As you can hear, I've already started service cruise on the ground. It is quite loud, I'm not going to lie. And I just realised I don't have my checklist ready. And it's not where I left it either. Oh, there it is. Cool. So, as you know, I follow the checklist provided to us by Nico on the Zibo server, and I just go through that as best I can to really help you guys understand what it is I'm doing. As far as I'm aware, everything that happens is usually done by an actual 737 airline pilot. I do watch Flight Deck to Sim, and that's where I've learned most of my craft. So, the flight plan has been planned using SimBrief, and the charts are available using Navigraph by Jefferson. And we are online with VATSIM using xPilot, and the flight plan has been pre-filed. So we are now in the cockpit, as you can see, and I've already sorted ground handling out. If we just move over here, there you go. As you can see, ground handling is already there. The only thing that isn't there is the luggage, so we're going to open the control widget now, and we're going to bring the luggage over now, and that's going to, there they are, and they're going to load up as we go through this. So the doors are open, the air says are not needed, service crowds are already started, chocks are set, GPU is connected. Pushback wise, let's have a look at the map using the AVITAB function here. Where are we? LFPG airport. Cool, and here we are. So we are currently here. Now the runway we're going to be taking today, according to the OFP, is runway 09 right, which is up here. 09 right. So pushback wise, we need to be pushed back, and I reckon I'll go through G3. So it's just going to be a simple pushback facing west. So we'll do that now. Let's close that off and pre-plan the pushback. Push back to here, and push back to here. Now I am just going to really quickly just make sure we can actually go through G3. Which, yes, we can. That's perfect. And there we go.
Ground to cockpit, bladder knowledge, call me through the menu when you are ready.
Wonderful French accent there, telling me to contact when ready for the pushback. Cool. Now for the fuel weight and balance. There we go. So our payload for today is 16.3 with a zero fuel weight of 59.4, which is spot on there. As for fuel, minimum of 8.2, a maximum of 11.7. Now, just in case anything goes wrong, I'm going to make that 9.4. But let's make it 10.4 just to be on the safe side, because we know what I'm like with things. And there we go. So now we can call the fuel truck, and as you can see, it's slowly building up. In the flight deck, let's do the preparations. So, as you can see, the parking brake is set, the fuel cut-off switches are cut off, reverse thrust levers are down, speed brake is down, thrust levers are idle, flaps are up, landing gear is down. Up top. Now, I do need to mention, because I had a couple of people question why they couldn't see my mouse move around the screen on the YouTube video that I uploaded last week. That is because I now have panels at the side of me, and so everything I click on there corresponds to here. So for example, I'm going to turn the battery on now using my my Cytec switch panel. As you can see, that's the battery turned on, but it doesn't put the guard down, so I've got to do that myself. So the standby power, as you can see, is auto guard down. Generators drive disconnect is guard down. The bus transfer switch is on auto and the guard is down. Emergency light switch is on and the guard is down. Position lights can now go onto steady. Logo lights can go on. Wheel well lights can go on. And now we will do the cockpit lights, which is just simply turning all these right up. That's the way I like them. Some people like it dark. Some people like it just so the buttons are illuminated. However, I just like to make sure that I can see absolutely everything, just in case anything was to go wrong. There we go. Cockpit lights are all done. Now, if we go over to here, we can do the config test for the thrust levers. Perfect. Back up here, and I'm now going to turn the ground power unit on. Moving up here, and we're going to turn nav data on. 2 minutes to align. I forgot that I changed that to unrealistic, but that's fine. We can deal with that as time goes on. So that's the IRS selected and aligned. I'm just going to jump over to the tablet. We can stop the service cruise and we can start the flight leg now. And that's everything. I could do these security checks, but I don't normally do them. I'm not expecting anything to go wrong. I suppose once I've got the hang of doing everything a little bit quicker, then yes, we can try doing safety tests as we normally would. So as I said, online network, we are connected to VATSIM. The flight plan has been filed. Let's have a look at the radios now. So as you can see, oh okay, that's annoying. So my my radio panel isn't working at the moment, which isn't good. not to worry. So yeah, we are connected to Unicom 122.8, and we're gonna make sure that they're both like that. And our squawk code is 2000 because we don't have anyone to talk to. And we'll sort the navigate out later on as well. So the next thing to do is we're going to check the ATIS using Windy. As I said, there's nobody online to talk to me or give me any sort of ATIS. So if I go onto Windy on my iPad, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to search LFPG, and our ATIS for today is winds at 90 degrees, blowing at 9 knots, varying from 50 degrees to 140 degrees, visibility okay, temperature is 23, dew point 6, QNH 1020. Perfect. And all I need to do now then is turn this to 1020. And there we have it. Now what I might try and do is if I reload that. No, that's not worked. So I'm going to have to fly without my radio panel. Yes, they still work. I'll just have to come down here to look at what I'm tuning. Cool. So we can't do a radio check with ATC. We can't request clearance. So we are definitely departing runway 9 right. And we're going to be doing... Which city are we doing today? We are doing the Eric's U3 Kilo. So the next thing to do is jump into the FMC, clear that message, FMC, GPS left, there we go. LFPG, we are at gate, what gate are we on? D24. And over to the route page. So LFPG, and today we are going to Ibiza, which is Lima, Echo, India, Bravo. Call sign today is Tornios 01, as it always is. And we're going 09 right today. And there we go. So that's not what I wanted. Departure, there we go. 09 right. And we're doing the Eric's 3 Kilo route. Activate that and execute it. Okay, and now we're doing the Uniform November 860 to Atama. Then the Uniform Zulu 271 to Adeka. Uniform Tango 18 to Badam. Direct to Canig. Did I spell that wrong? Yeah. Canig. Then Uniform November 855 to POS. Activate that and execute it. And the arrival runway 06, so ILS 06, and we're doing the POS for Violet and execute that. Cool, and there we have it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this onto plan mode, onto the legs page. I'm going to step through it, make sure there's no discontinuities, and make sure we're in for a smooth flight. So far, so good. That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be very happy with that. Awesome, so let's jump back into Twitch. TomW98, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm flying from Paris Charles de Gaulle at the moment, and we'll be heading towards Ibiza, which I've just realised now I'm sitting here. Yes, I panicked then, I didn't think I downloaded the scenery, but I did. Chloe, hello, how are you doing today? Are you getting hot down there, darling?
Oh yeah. She's only just woke up.
Oh, that's good.
Sweaty, so I'm like drenched in baby sweat.
Oh, that's lovely. Don't know whether you guys heard that, but Keris has just come into the cockpit, getting changed because she's hot in the back room downstairs because it is boiling today. And she just told me that my daughter was just woken up from a nap after maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And now Keris is full of baby sweat. That's lovely information, that. Cool, so that's the legs are all done, there's no discontinuities. So now we can head over to the perf init page and we'll fill this out now. So our top of climb altitude is 350. There we go. There is something I completely forgot to do, just bear with me please, guys. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. What have you done? Cool, so that's going in there. Today our cost index is 30. Tom, thank you so much for the follow, it really means a lot. Chloe, we're doing very, very well. Olivia's being a bit of a pain in the bum, but she'll grow out of it. I'm hot in the cockpit, it's really, really hot. And yeah, Keris's birthday was interesting. Way too drunk to... What really annoyed me, she got really, really drunk. She took like 15 shots of vodka during that stream, and she woke up with no sign of a hangover. We are talking about your birthday. 1.6, 2.6, 2.7 reserves.
Everything I had.
Yeah, 3 double gins, half a WKD.
15 shots of vodka.
It's more than that. I didn't put on 2 of the shots, so 16 shots of vodka.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Chloe. I miss being young as well. Okay, so our average winds today are 341 degrees, 42 knots. Our IC deviation will be an average of 3. Transition altitude 5,000. Let's put 6,000. And N1 wise, there's no ATC, so let's get us straight up into the air without a care in the world. Take off. Flaps 5 as always. Our CG today is 5.25, so let's get that inputted. I'd say about there.
Skyway 6532 Island.
It's dry today. We've already done the ATIS. It was runway wind of 90 degrees and 9 knots. It's dry, so we can now go back, and our V1's 144 with a V2 of 150, which we will come into later on. And that is everything in the FMC. We can now go up here. Our yaw damper can now come on. Our fuel panel crossfeed selector is closed, but we will just double check it. So open, bright, dim, closed, bright, and off. Fuel pumps are all off. Our cab util power switch can now go on as well. Our passenger power switch on. Equipment cooling supply switch is normal, and the equipment cooling exhaust switch is normal as well. Seatbelt signs can now come on as well, and left and right wiper switches are parked. Ignition switches are as available. Beware 24 fit. Hello, how are you doing? Window heat power. Let's test it. All good. Let's get them on. Probe heat switches are off. TAT test. No alarm. All good. Anti-ice is both off. Engine hydraulic pumps are on. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. So let's get the APU on board, shall we? So let's get the fuel pumps on. And get the APU started as well. Oh, why is it not showing that? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know why it's not working on Discord. Once I have put the APU on, I will get that onto Discord. It's a bit weird that it's not done that. What was I going to do then? Oh yeah, I was checking. We do need centre pumps as well, so we'll shove that on too. So the low oil pressure light has gone off, and now I'm for that blue light. And I'm just.
Tego traffic Alitalia 51 Golf departure takeoff runway 08 left.
Going live. Don't know why it didn't do this automatically. I am now Twitch. There it goes. That's now in the Discord group. And we can now get the APU on the bus, and there it is. Sorry about that, everyone. Just need to quickly do something. Oh, I'm up to 44 followers already. I might have to change my goal. This is great. Cool. So the APU generators are both on. We can now remove ground power. There we go. Up here we've got the trim air switch going on. Air temperature source, I'm happy with it being forward. It's a hot day, so we'll move those. Temperature selectors are all good. Recirculation fans are both on auto. pack switches on auto and isolation valve on open, engine bleed air switches open, and the APU bleed can now go on as well. The flight altitude today is 350. There we go. Unfortunately, you can't sub to me just yet, as I'm not affiliate. I need to get viewers up. So I need an average viewer of 3 per session. But once I'm there, I'll certainly set up the sub. Cool. Landing altitude, that's what I need to do now. So we're going to go over to Ibiza, and our elevation is 24, so it can stay on 0. So Chloe, I don't know whether you're still here, but as you can see on the screen, I've now got a fund there, and basically all the money that gets donated to me, using the link down below, that's going to go up, and when we get to my goal, I'll then buy the Orlando scenery, and I will fly to Orlando just for you, Chloe. Also, the scenery looks fucking incredible, so I'm hoping I can get it. So the stabilizer trim has been set. Our auto brake can now go on RTO. Auto throttle can now be armed as well. Flight directors are coming on. Our V2 was 150. Now let's have a look at the runway heading. So we're doing 09 right. You know what? I've got it right here. No need to mess about with the tablet at the moment. I've got it right here. So 8.5. I'll set the course to 0.85. There we go. Thank you, Karis. And our initial altitude, our transition altitude is 6,000, so just in case some ATC becomes available at the very last minute, let's stick that on. VNAV and LNAV can now go on. Our barrow units is in HPA, our minimums are in barrow, that's all sorted, I'm happy with that. And I want terrain. Actually, I don't want that. And over here, we'll stick the weather on. Perfect. And our altimeter is set at 1020. Radios, as I said before, there's no one online ATC wise, so we are set to Unicom 122.8. Nav 1 and 2. Let's just have a quick look at the ILS approach. Runway 06. ILS 06. And that's 111.1. 111.1. 111.1. Transponder code, haven't been given one, so we're going to keep it at 2000, and we're now going to make sure that TARA is on standby, which it is. Taxi briefing is going to be a little bit of a pain. So we're going to come out and through Golf 3 onto November, all the way up November, and then on to Bravo, So we'll go through November Bravo 1, across Bravo, all the way to the end, and then we're going to do Bravo Delta 1 onto Delta 1, and we're going to hold there, contact Unicom, and make sure we're all good for takeoff. So that's our taxi briefing. Now we can close all the doors and we can get ground handling. Let's move out a little bit, and we will move these guys away. What I will also do before we do anything is I'm also going to open the SAM toolbox, and we'll get rid of the jetway. There we go. Not sure why that door isn't closed. There we go. And we will request the pushback.
Ground to copy. Tower is driving.
Exotic Rainy, thank you so much for joining the Discord. Once I am in the air, I'll send you a message on there, and yeah, we can have a chat. And there we go. The fuel pumps are already on, as you saw earlier on. The electric hydraulic pumps can now come on as well, and the anti-collision light can also come on. We don't need to de-ice at all, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to start the engine. So the packs are off, isolation valve can now come up to auto. TARA needs to come on now as well.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
This is where we would alert ATC that we're ready for pushback, but as I said, there's no one online, so we will wait to be attached on pushback. And let's also hide all of the ground handling as well, because they don't really drive away. There we go, parking brake can now be released. There we go. No worries, see you later.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And there we go, first engine can be started. There's 25, I'm happy with that. Cut off is open. And that's stabilised. The next engine can now come on as well. There's 25. Absolutely wonderful. So that's now been done. So what we're going to do is continuous. And there's the generator. Now we'll wait for the pushback to be complete and we'll set the parking brake. Pro P switches can come on now as well. Air conditioning packs
Operation
can
complete.
come on
Set
auto.
parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
APU bleed can come off and the start switch off as well. Alright, so that's the after start checklist done. We'll just wait for to be disconnected and then we'll do the before taxi checklist. No worries, Case. There we go, disconnect, and we want hand signals on the left.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal of the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Awesome, so while that gets started, let's do a bit of the before taxi checklist, and that's going to be flaps 5, and we'll wait for those to extend, and while doing so we'll wait for our friend over here to give us the signal. There he is, beautiful. There we go, flaps 5 is up. That system is ready to go. Flight controls. So we'll bring the yoke back, and I'm just going to move my screen and make sure that my yoke is in line, which it is now. We've got full forward centre, full back centre, left centre, right centre, rudder pedals, left centre, right centre. And there we go. Our taxi lights can now come on, and we don't need any anti-ice because the temperature right now is 23 degrees. So we'll release the parking brakes, move forward slightly, and we'll just check that our rudder pedal brakes are working. Beautiful. Okay, so now all we can do is we're going to get the AVITAB back up, and let's get ourselves to holding point Delta 1. Cool. So here's G3. I'm going to stop here. Make sure there's no one around. We can continue straight forward. So it's not the first right, because that goes on to Foxtrot, it's the second right, that goes on to November, and it's November we're following today. There we go. So just a little bit of a tip. Never, ever taxi while using your phone.
In traffic, Total 1 complete an hour onwards, 08 left.
Because track gap 76 plus lemon taxi, what is
Got to stop here. No one around. Now we can turn left using November Bravo 1 onto Bravo. No, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting such a big airport to be so dead. I thought I'd get at least a few aircraft coming in. Not to worry. I just realised I've got an energy drink here. That's cheered me up a little bit. Okay, so we're approaching our turning point, Bravo Delta 1. Gonna take us to where we need to be for takeoff. This one here. So we'll slow down and make our turn. Perfect. So, ring lights can now come on.
Office that go traffic control 128 Whiskey Post.
And we'll stop here.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Landing lights can come on now, taxi lights off. Position lights need to now go onto strobe and steady. Weather radar is sorted. Transponder is on, I believe. Let's just double check it. Yep, it's on. And yeah, takeoff wise, we're just gonna engage toga, get up to speed, lift off, gear up, and at 400 feet we'll get command A engaged and landing gear off. And that's basically it. So we can get rid of this now. And let's line up on the runway.
Ready to fly.
All users around Paris Charles de Gaulle, I am now taxiing onto runway 09 right, cleared for takeoff. 09 right.
Approaching 09 right. On runway 09 right.
Okay. 40%. Toga. Here we go. Checked. V1 rotate. There we go, landing gear can now go up. Four hundred. Command A is engaged. Landing gear is off.
1000.
And auto brake is off as well. Flaps are retracted. I've got no one around, so let's get straight up to our cruising altitude of 350.
Yeah, after you control 128.
Awesome. So now all we can do is wait for our 10,000 feet call. So as our transition level, we can now set the standard. Wonderful. Okay, so we're approaching 10,000 feet, so what we can do now is landing lights can come off, engine start switches can now go back onto auto mode, and seatbelt signs can go into auto. And that's it now, that's everything until we start coming close to descent. Currently this plane will be landing with 5.7 tons, which is 63.2. Once we're at cruise, we'll go through the descent preparation checklist. What time are we due to arrive? We're due to arrive at 14:35 Zulu, that's 15:35 my time, which is an hour and a half away. Hello Exotic, how was your little break? You up to anything decent? I mean, going to 35,000 feet, I don't think we'll be at cruise for very long. I think we'll be up there for about 20 minutes. Let's have a think. If we're due to land at 35, we need to come down from 35,000. I need about 45 minutes. So that's 10 to 3. Yeah, so we'll only spend about 40 minutes at cruise, if that. Oh, that's a mood I wish I was eating, to be honest. I don't know why, like, I'm just really hungry at the moment. go. Okay, so I've just got a message. Let's see what that is. I'll be asking LFUP control. That's 130. 950. Good afternoon, control. This is Toronios 01 climbing to flight level 350 after departing from Paris Charles de Gaulle. How are you doing today?
Toronto 01, good afternoon, and squawk 5763.
Squawk 5763 Toronios 01, thank you very much.
And Toronto 01, climb flight level 330.
Flight level 330 Toronios 01.
South Control, bonjour, KLM 51 Mike, flight level 350. KLM 51 Mike, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 350. Maintaining 350, 51 Mike. North Shuttle 8 Romeo, Roger, descend flight level 250.
Cool, there we go. So that squawk is now 5763, that's been done. And we're climbing to flight level 330 rather than 350. Not sure why, but got to always listen to ATC. Let's get fly with Lure open and get 3J FPS up. We want max FPS, don't know why it keeps changing that.
Roger.
There we go.
Yeah, should be alright. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely exotic. If you guys are following, if you guys are watching, then please do give me a follow. My goal for June was 45, and the fact I've almost hit that before June has even started is absolutely incredible. And if at all possible, I want to try and make affiliate in June, because it's only 5 views away, 5 followers away, and then after that I need to then get my average viewers up, which if this stream continues at 4 viewers, I reckon we could do it.
Can you make it flight level 370 for me, please? No problem at all. Climbing to flight level 370, KLM 17 Mike. KLM 17 Mike, thank you. Climb flight level 370. 370, 17 Mike.
So as you can see in the top left, I'm struggling with frames per second again. 100% not sure why, because I've got 3J FPS on. That should be doing me some justice. But on top of that, I've stopped using the Benny overlay. Everything really is turned off. I don't have anything actually open. What I might do is I'm gonna do that and see if that does anything for me. It has done a little bit. have to hope, really. If I have to disconnect, then I have to disconnect. It's fine. Just rather I didn't have to. So where are we heading to legs wise? 176. There we go. Cool, so what I might as well do now is just get things ready for the descent. And basically all I'm going to do is the fixed rings will go in. We're going into runway 06 in Ibiza. I want 10. I want 5. 35 times 3 is 105. Destination forecast. We'll do 300, 200, 100. And our wins for that is, it's not 300, is it 310? So our wins are 31433. For 200 it's 323. 16. And at 100 it's 350. 11.
Oh, Starship
Let's cue
310, Roger. Descend flight level 250. That level 250,
And everything else can be worked out closer to the time. We've done the nav aid frequency, we'll do the course frequency now and the minimums.
Control 10x1759, request leave cockpit, go grab a coffee.
So off we go.
1759, Roger, yeah, report back please.
One more follow-up, Army. I can't take a shot while I'm flying, Jesus. But yeah, sure. If I get my goal of 45 followers, I will take a shot here in the cockpit.
Speedburn 579 Victor, good afternoon. Maintain flight level
So our final approach course is 062.
Direct to waypoint Didor.
Maintain 350 direct, 3.0 Speedbird 579 up.
Horizon Road, good afternoon. Speedbird 629 Bravo with your flight level 350, waypoint to Alpha.
I mean, hey, as long as I get that extra follower, I just need the viewers now.
Climb flight level 360 in this direction, please.
Oh.
Flight level 360.
Speedbird 629 Bravo, squawk 5731.
Alright, let's have a look then. So 5.9. Let's wait until we get given our place to go to 350. There's no point doing anything yet.
No shuttle 8 Romeo, Roger, contact Rome on 124.2, bye bye.
France Control, Edelweiss 49 Alpha, hello, flight level 350, inbound Golf Victor Alpha.
Bye bye. That's correct, Easy 57 Delta Hotel, bye bye. Air France 76 Golf Lima, bonjour, transpondeur 5676.
Airline for Hotel Bravo, we are ready for descent.
Ryanair, 14 Hotel Bravo, roger, descent flight level 260.
Descent flight level 260, right, Airline for Hotel Bravo.
Fans, Speedbird Concord 1, would like flight level 180, please.
Speedbird Concord 1, continue on Unicom now for the arrival in London 122.8, bye-bye.
Merci.
France Control, Edelweiss,
Sorry,
49
Alpha,
hello.
The aircraft requesting descent, second the call sign and the position, please.
Starship 729 Tango, level 370 inbound, Moscow.
Starship 729 Tango, roger, descent flight level 250.
Okay, so far so good.
Starship 310, continue on Unicom, please,
Everything's working
122.8,
very
bye-bye.
nicely indeed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a few pictures.
Bye-bye. Ryanair 17 Yankee, continue on Unicom, 122.8, have a good one, bye-bye.
Unicom 122, definitely 21.
Let's see if I can remember how to.
Bye.
Franco Control, good afternoon. UPS 305 Mike, we take landing shift level 313 for level 350 inbound to Lelna.
UPS 305 Mike, good afternoon, climb flight level 350.
Climb level 350, UPS 305 Mike.
Don't know where I want to take the picture.
Solante 01, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, thank you very much. Tony S01.
Axair 14 Hotel Bravo, continue on Unicom, 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122, expect 1 for Hotel Bravo, see ya.
See ya.
Here she is.
Ascot 4560,
Oh,
good
God.
afternoon, maintain variable.
So Kirsty's just come in and said that she can't find a shot glass, and so she's going to free pour me a shot. This isn't going to end badly at all.
Starship 729
On the floor.
Tango,
Let's see
continue
the bedside
Unicom,
cabinet.
122.8, bye-bye, further descent at your discretion.
That's not true.
I can't believe he's done that.
One Mike Juliet, good afternoon. Maintain level 35.
As that's been done, jeez, that's a double shot, but okay. Right, as that's been done, can you go on to Streamlabs and reset my follower goal to 50?
Yep. Have fun.
Thanks.
This is so you don't have to do one when you get to 50.
Oh, I'll do one at 50 as well. But it's not going to happen today, is it?
Squawk 5734.
Right, so I've got the vodka in my hand now. Oh, I really shouldn't be drinking in the cockpit, but okie dokie. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, God. Ah. That's just. Ah. There we go. Thank you very, very much, Exotic, for that extra follow. Ah. That's got me to the goal of 45.
Ground control Alpine 31 Golf
Whew.
Romeo with you, flight level 3.
So our next goal is 50, and then that's affiliate level. I need to get my viewers up to an average of 3 every in a 30-day period. I need an average of 3 viewers per stream. At the moment, it's on something like 1.5. So please do come back. Please do make sure you come and join my streams whenever you can, even if it's just to lurk in the background.
Good afternoon, Squawk 56.
Oh, I'm losing a lot of frames here.
Maintain level 350.
I'm really losing. There we go. Got it back up now.
Squawk 5635, flight level maintained 508 advice 49 Alpha.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Flight controls, Sabre 6 Papa Whiskey.
Sabre 6 Papa Whiskey.
Of course, let's get on with the pictures.
Due to
I honestly don't know where I could take good pictures from.
Would that be possible? Golf Alpha India.
So
Speedbird 6.
I mean, that looks good. A bit
Whiskey,
turning.
Roger, you can route direct to Gaillac.
Direct Gaillac, Speedbird 6 Papa Whiskey.
Flight control, Chanex 1759 back with you.
Chanex 179 Mike, Roger.
I don't know where to take a good picture from. Let's take one from up above.
To all stations, France Control will be closing in the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. Air France 76 Golf Lima, Monténégro.
No worries, Exotic. Thank you so much for stopping by. Honestly means a lot. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in future streams.
Toronto 01, direct Mokdi.
Director Modki Tornias 01, thank you very much. Okay, so we are now at top of climb, so if I can have a look at when we're due to arrive. 5.9, that's 62, 61.2, 61.8.
Alpine 31 Golf Romeo, request step away for 2 minutes.
Alpine 31 Golf Romeo, Roger, report back please.
We'll report back, Alpine 31 Golf Romeo.
UPS 305 Mike,
That's 30.
confirm you're maintaining 350.
61.8. Now let's have a look at Windy
Okay, UPS
for
305 Mike,
Ibiza.
climb flight level 350.
LEIB.
305 Mike.
So this is due to change. I'm just getting a rough estimate. So our temperature is 23 in Ibiza. QNH is 10-15. And our winds is 90.
Subject 7 Juliet Bravo, descent level 340.
340, subject 7 Juliet Bravo.
We're going to add 5 for VREF.
7 Juliet Bravo.
Okay, it might be worth
Unicom, 91222.
doing flaps 40 instead then. So head back and we'll change that to flaps 40.
Alpha Quebec, continue on Unicom,
There we go.
122.8.
And we'll do a speed break 2. Right, now let's go for 3. And the VREF is 5, so 142.
Speedbird 556. So disregard.
142. And we're doing speed break.
Jet 238, contact Roma 124.2, bye-bye.
QNH is 115.
Speed 238, contact Roma 124.2, bye-bye.
142 Roma, thank you for coordination on our one.
Bye-bye.
As I said, this will change. Keep an eye on it.
Alpine 31 Golf Romeo, thanks.
Just before top of descent, I'll just make sure it's all okay.
4 kilo golf back with you, flight level 3.
So the ISIT is 23,
4 kilo golf, roger.
10, 15. Now, what I'm going to also do is let's have a look at the charts. So we can get rid of this now. We're no longer in Paris. LEIB. And we're doing the ILS approach into 06.
Paris upper control. Ryanair 5446 with you at 7360.
Station calling second, please.
France control, Ryanair 5446 is with you at 50360.
Our VREF is 137, so that means we're a Class C, which means our minimums today
Aircraft calling, standby, please. Ryanair 5446
is 259.
What's your position, please?
Close to Barcelona International Airport, Ryanair 5446.
Standby, please.
There we go, 259.
UPS 305 Mike.
Cool.
UPS 305 Mike, climb flight level 370.
Now we want the arrival.
UPS 305 Mike.
What did we say it was?
556, continue on Unicom 122.8.
Pos for Victor. Is this one here?
All stations, France Control is now closing. Thank you very much. À toutes les stations, France Control va fermer. À bientôt. Au revoir. Have a good afternoon. Bye bye.
Thank you for the service. Bye bye.
Thanks, have a good one.
So if we look for Rixet, Morse, or Nellux, there's Nellux. So by Nellux we need to be at 4,500 or above. IB920 at 4,000 or above. 800, 4,000 or above. Cox's 220 knots or below, 4,000 or above. 925, 220 or below, 3,500 or above. 926, 220 or below. Yeah. And yep. And Demev needs to be 3,000 or above. That'll all sort itself out, we don't need to do anything with that. And then in Osnock, 3,000. Yep. And that's the approach then. That's all worked out perfectly fine. Awesome. So that's everything really. We've got our minimum set. Airport elevation is set. Course is set. I think we are ready to land already. All I need to do obviously is check the weather closer closer to the airport. But everything is set. We'll just reset that MCP altitude to let's say let's say 2,000. No, we won't. We'll say 1,800. So as you can see, my fuel light is flashing at the moment. It's because we're getting close to closing the centre fuel tanks. Auto brake is set. Yeah. Cool. So we no longer have ATC on at the moment, so what we're going to do is flip back to Unicom. And how long until top of descent? 1411 Zulu, which is 1511. So, okay, cool. Everything's going rather well. I'm happy. Cool. So now I'm just gonna double check that Karis has done it. Yep. So my new goal is 50, and we've got the scenery goal there as well. As you can see, the fuel tanks are now empty. The fuel light is on, so we can now turn the centre fuel pumps off. Everything's going very, very well. I'm going to open that door because we're aiming for a clap landing. So I've just realised that I'm not going to have any music for the replays, so I'm going to have to talk my way through it. Isn't ideal, but I'm sure I will work something out for you guys. So as you can see, this is the checklist that came with Zebra. I've never actually looked at it before, so it's interesting. May have to disconnect from VATSIM again. Because we're having a few issues yet again with frames per second. Really struggling to stay above 20. It's fine, I'll let it disconnect for a little bit, and just before top descent I'll have a look at VATScan and see if there's any ATC, because if there isn't, there's no point connecting back into it. Looking at it now, yeah, looking at it now, there's no ATC available, so might as well just keep it off. Let's have a look at where we might be at the moment. I think that might be me. Nope. Is that me? Nope. There I am. So I am currently, according to VATScan, I'm flying over, I'm halfway between Clermont-Ferrand and Montpellier. By the looks of it, we're going to fly around Palma and into Ibiza. We'll probably fly over Benidorm to get in. Let's turn the data off because we don't need it. Have a look at where's the one that I want? There it is. So this is a nearby airport, and you can see me flying across, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I'll stick to the external views because they do look absolutely amazing. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. So for those of you who don't know, once this flight is ended, I'll get this up on YouTube, and yeah, so Saturdays I do my flying. Every now and again during the week I'll do a flight as well. Those are normally the American ones. So as you can see at the bottom, I've got a donation goal. Once that gets to $25, I'll be buying the Orlando scenery, and then it's been requested that I fly to Orlando by one of my viewers. So I will set that up as soon as that donation has been fulfilled. And yeah, I am 5 followers now away from affiliate followers, which is 50. All I need to do is get my average viewer up to 3 average viewers per stream. Once I've got 3 average viewers per stream for 30 days in total, I can then become affiliate, and you guys can subscribe, and we'll get some new emoticons made. We'll get channel points involved. When I'm not flying and I stream during the week, if I'm not flying during the week, I will be playing COD, because I am trying to get myself to COD partner as well, which I think would be absolutely amazing. I play Warzone, multiplayer, just basically anything. And yeah, if you're subscribed to me when I make affiliate, then I'm sure we can arrange for you to play along with me, and we'll make a trio or a quad on Warzone, and we'll fight together. As I said, that's a while away yet, but yeah, make sure you follow and come and chat to me whenever I'm streaming, and join the Discord group. I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun. I want to know what that light is, because that's not meant to be there, is it? Actually, I think it is. Never mind. Cool, so here we are, back in the cockpit. Just a matter of waiting now for top of descent, which is just over half an hour away. So in about 20 minutes we will have a look at the weather for Ibiza, get everything all set up ready for our descent. It's amazing how much detail Zibo has gone into in this wonderful little mod he's got. Actually, I wouldn't say little anymore, because it's quite a big mod. I've just noticed that I'm not really paying attention to my headings. Where are we? So we're currently heading towards Canig, which is 184. And next up is BGR, which is 161, but that's not for another 76 miles. got a bit of cloud over here. Well, might end up having to check the weather radar in a second. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into the cockpit and have a look at the weather radar. Actually, there's not actually that much cloud, is there? Weather radar's clear. Terrain radar is a few mountains over here. Nothing that's concerning. Oh, what's this? I just noticed that. Cool. Cool. So this here, I believe, is the edge of France. Actually, no, it's not. That's that might be the edge of Spain, to be honest. Unless I'm just being real dumb. See if I can try and find me on VATScan. Where am I? There's a lot of people flying today. Let's have a look at the map, shall we? So let's go to AVITAB. And maps. Santa Maria la Mar. So I'm on the edge. Where on earth is that? Yeah, so that's why. So I'm looking at VATScan at the moment, and I've just realised I'm being real dumb. So I'm looking at VATScan, wondering where I am. It's because I've signed off of VATSIM. So yeah, that could be the border of France, but it could also be the border of Spain, going over the sea, ready to go towards Ibiza. Well, Palma. We're gonna go around Palma into Ibiza this way. Right, so what's the next one? It's 179, isn't it? Oh, no, 161. So top of descent is in 20 minutes. So in about 10 minutes I will start looking at the weather in Ibiza. There's also no ATC available in Ibiza, so I'm going to keep VATSIM off. So our new heading is 181. It honestly feels really, really weird to be doing a short flight. I mean, it's a 2-hour long flight, but it feels very weird to be doing one. It's obviously I'm used to be doing like 4-hour flights or 2-legged ones, but the 2-leg flights aren't going well for me in terms of Zibo just doesn't like it for some reason. So I thought I'd stick to 1 leg today, but it feels really weird the fact that in 15 minutes I'm going to be coming for landing, and that's it for the day. I'm hoping that the sound quality is okay, because this is going straight on YouTube. I'm not editing it at all, so like I said, I'm hoping it sounds as good as it can do, but I'm sure I'll find out when I come into it. I've had enough people watching, so I'm hoping if it was bad, then someone would have told me. Let's just double check what time at the top of the tent. 10, so 5 more minutes, we'll get the weather sorted. 5.7, 61, 60.5. Let's change that now. There's Palmer directly in front of us. Let's have a quick look at VATScan. And there is no ATC available. Been in the air for 1 hour and 10 minutes according to my my timer, my stopwatch. We're making very good time. do is I'm just going to have a look at the legs page again, and I'm going to change a couple of things. So these ones here, I'm going to put this one as 3500, 3000, and 3000. Okay, let's get back onto Windy and see if there's any changes. So our new ATIS hasn't actually been redone for half an hour, but wind is 90 degrees 8 knots, exactly the same. Temperature is now 24 degrees, not 23 degrees. Won't make much of a difference. QNH is still 10:15. So all we're going to do is just change that to 24. And in the forecast page, 24, 10, 15. Cool. So obviously, as it says add 5, which we need to do now. VRF. So it's 141 now. Go to the last page. Time runway 141. We're doing auto brake 3. Just to give us that. We're going to try and exit at the 1 mark. Let's actually get it up, shall we? Toggle tablet. And we want the airport. Cool, so we're coming into 06. And we're going to aim for this Golf exit here. Chances are we're going to hit the hotel exit. Let's see what we can do. And where shall we park? That's another question. Parking stands. So we'll hit Charlie and we'll come down. Let's aim for... Let's go for 29. In fact, no. Our birthday's on the 27th, so we'll go for 27 here. Are we visible on this one yet? Not. There we are. Got quite a bit to go. So, as you can see, this is Palma, and right over there, there is, oh shit, I've lost it now, there it is, Ibiza. We are 9 minutes away from top of descent. Oh no, it's now 8 minutes, so it's 6 minutes away. So what we're going to do now then is we're going to get the seatbelt signs on. Let's double check the descent preparation checklist. Altimeter is set at 10:15. Landing runway minimum set at 259. Nav frequency set at 111.1. Course frequencies at 062. Landing reference speed is 136. Yeah, 136. And yes, we've got glide slope on. Our course setting is 061 according to the FMC, so we're just going to change that. Navigraph can be wrong sometimes, but it's only usually about a degree. Transition flight level, I think it's 5,000. Destination button, and forecast page, it's 6,000, that's fine, I'm happy with that. Our ISO QNH is set at 24, 10, 15. Wind information is filled in. Our MCP has been reset, and our auto brake is set at 3. So we are now ready. As you can see, we are approaching the fixed ring, which tells us that top of descent is coming up. So all we need to do is await 10,000 feet. We'll get the landing lights on and the engine start switches over to continuous. Dropped my pencil on the floor. Oh, there it is. Okie dokie. I'm all set and ready to go. So we are aiming for 208. And our next one is 230. Cool, so just before we start top descent, we'll start descent while I'm there. I'm just going to run to the toilet and we'll get ready for landing. Apparently I pee quicker than I first realised, because I am back and top of the descent is just 1 minute away. Now what I am using, which is new, is I'm using Spain UHD. So look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, as we approach Ibiza, it should be absolutely incredible. Basically, Spain UHD is it's taken off Google Earth. Spain UHD is free. Unfortunately, the rest of the world isn't. That's using Auto 4XP, and that costs money. But yeah, Spain UHD is free, and I think it looks incredible, and it's not doing too badly on frame rate either. There we go, there's top of descent. One thing I haven't checked, which I will do right now, once I've changed this to 230, is it? Yeah. Is let's get AVITAB open. And it's this one. Let's have a look at the missed approach. So 2,500. Well, actually, the missed approach altitude is 800 feet, over to 2,500 feet, and then 3,000 feet. So I'll just put 3,000 feet in. Speed brake is now armed. . 254. Let's just make a note of these. So we got 254, then 253, then 241, 260, 331, 060, and then final course on 061. So just while we're coming down, let's engage anti-ice just while the TAT is below 10 degrees. Okay, so far so good. Everything looks quite stabilized. I'm very happy. Let's make sure everything's okay. So we are heading for 4,500 or above. So all's good as long as we are at 3,000 by this point here. Well, 3,500 by this point. There it is. So if I just jump up here, take a look at that. Spain UHD is absolutely beautiful. There's our airport right there. That's where we're landing. My God, that scenery is fantastic. Alright, so there's our next turning, so let's pump that up. Uh, 254. What's our speed supposed to be here? 248. Not really hitting it, are we? So let's increase the speed brakes a little bit. There we go. Bring us down a little bit. I just want to have a look at how this is working out, as we are very close to the airport, I'm not going to lie. Awesome, so there's our first decel point. I'm going to get down to 220 or below. Can't quite see the scenery yet. Two, 5, 3. There's 10,000 feet. So engines going on continuous and landing lights can come on now as well. There's our airport. We're just flying by. Oh, looks absolutely incredible. Put speed brakes up. Get that speed down to 240. Take a picture of that. Speed brakes can go back to armed. Heading is now 241. I honestly cannot get over how absolutely gorgeous that is. Okay, so here comes another detail point. This is probably going to be a gear. No. So I'm having to use the speed brakes manually here. Doesn't seem to be wanting to turn them on. If I'm honest. What we'll do is we'll if we look, that's asking us to get into flaps 40 already. Obviously we're not going to do that, but we do need to slow down this transition level, so let's why is that not working? That's 259, there we go. That was a bit worrying. Let's bring it down to flaps 5 at least. Make it flaps 10. What is that? It's a ship. Well, a sailboat. Flaps 15. There we go. It's about as close to that little grey box as we're going to get. Cool, so we're about ready to well, land really. Anti-ice can come off now. That's something I should have turned off a while ago. Not to worry, there we go, that's off. Flaps are set at 15 at the moment. We don't want to go any higher than that. Our next one is 260 heading wise. Next one is 331. Takes me a while with the knob that I've got on the multi-panel. 331. Let's get the landing gear down. Three green lights and 3 green lights. And now let's just get it onto 061, ready for landing. So I just want to see when we can engage approach. So our approach is at Osnock. And there is our airport. So we're now aiming for 161 knots with flaps 15. 2 red, 2 white, that's perfect.
Thousand to go.
So this can now go back up to 3,000.
2,500.
And now our flaps 40. We can now go onto the approach. So the approach button isn't working for me apparently. That's fine. Can do is I'm going to turn autopilot off soon. And it's autopilot off.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
So far so good. Disarm the auto throttle.
Approaching 0, 6.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Okay, so we've got a hard landing. It's not too bad to be fair. What we'll do is we'll exit here.
We'll be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelt
And
fastened.
we'll come to a complete stop right here.
Please make sure you have all your personal belongings before you exit the aircraft.
Cool, and what we'll do is everything's down to idle, speed brakes are down, and the flaps are now retracted. Landing lights can come off, taxi lights can come on, and we'll make a start on the APU. Cool. Stick that to auto, and while that's starting up, let's make a move So we're going up here. And straight onto Alpha by the looks of it. What we'll do is... Ah, there it is. There we go. And now let's locate gate 27. A celebration of both my birthday and Keris's birthday. Position lights are now on steady. Bropeats can come off. And close this off now. Anti-ice is already off. APU is on, and we can turn engine 2 off. Now we don't have any gates by the looks of it in Ibiza, which is okay, it's fair enough. So all we're going to do is just going to turn the engines up. And then park here like that. And that is it. That's us landed. That's can come off. Now let's get the parking brakes set. And we can get the chocks on as well. And there we go. So just before we open everything up, let's get into the replay and we can have a look at how we did. Let's actually get closer to the airport, otherwise it doesn't make much sense, does it? So, ignore that, we're just in fast motion. There we go. Scenery looks absolutely fantastic. We'll have a look at how Zibo rated it. Came in a little bit too low. That's fine. There we go. And a little bit of a butter, not a butter, a little bit of a float, and there's the landing. I think that went really well, to be honest. I think there was a lot more wind there than what ATIS had let me know about. But we came down pretty nicely. As I said, It was quite hard. But we got there in one piece. And there's the float. There's the touchdown. That was a hard landing if you listen to it from the passenger's point of view, but not to worry, because we got there. Awesome. So that, I believe, is everything. I'm happy with that. Let's take a look at this side. Again, scenery is incredible. Could not recommend Spain UHD any more than what I have done. It looks amazing. So now let's get back to the parking stand. And yeah, so APU generators are both on. Both the start levels are now off. The APU bleed is on. Isolation valve on open. Seatbelts can come off now. Chimes off. Logo light off. Wheel well off. Anti-collision can come off now as well. And the transponder can come off as well. We'll call GroundHandling Deluxe, and we'll need all of these. Won't need that one. Drive them up and get the doors open and air stairs extended. Connect the GPU, and we can terminate the flight leg as well. So we've already seen the ground power unit is connected. There we go. Your damper can come off now. Cab util switch and passenger suite switch can come off. Hydraulic pumps for the electrics can come off now. Recirculation fans can come off. The packs can come off too. APU bleed switch can come off. The APU can now come off as well. All the fuel pumps can come off. Up here, the IRS selectors can come off now as well. All the window heats can come off. Position light can come off too. Emergency exit lights can also come off. There we go. Standby power switch can come off. And the battery switch finally can come off. And that is our aircraft fully secured as the passengers begin to offload. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ibiza. For those of you watching on Twitch, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join the Discord. Give me a follow, and I will see you in the week for Call of Duty. Next week, Tuesday for Call of Duty. We'll be flying Ibiza to Tenerife South next week, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. For those of you watching on YouTube, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. The links are all down below. And don't forget, you can subscribe, like, and I will see you again next week. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. See you later.